Hey yo, E-King's Fight News. Now, is it just you, or did I hear this correctly? Anthony Joshua admits that he wants no parts of Deontay Wilder. He would rather have boxing fans trained to fight boxing and fight Deontay Wilder instead of himself fighting Deontay Wilder. E-King Fight News. Let's get it poppin', man. More on this. Hey, yo. So, Anthony Joshua, I think during the U.S. press conference for the Alexander Povetkin fight, an article came out of the Associated Press. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. Shout out to the Associated Press who did the interview. And Anthony Joshua said something to the effect of, hey man, everybody wants me to fight Wilder. I'm not here to listen to the fans, whether it be the UK fans or the American fans. They don't dictate my career, yeah? This is what Joshua's saying. The fans don't. This is my career. I dictate who I want to fight. If they want me to fight Wilder so bad, well, they can train boxing themselves. They can try and fight Wilder, and guess what? It's not as easy as it sounds. It's not as easy as it sounds. This is Joshua's words. Yet you fake-ass UK fan base want to keep denying the fact that this man is shook, that this man is not afraid of Wilder. What kind of shit is coming out of his mouth to say, oh, the fans should be fighting Wilder? It's not my job to fight Wilder. It's my career. You know, because you know, if I was a real heavyweight champion, shit, I would probably fight him. But, you know, we got paper belts over here. It's all paper. This shit's paper champion, man. That's who he is, man. That's it, man. You know, when people call AJ, you know, when my brother 78, when he calls AJ a paper champion, is it not a fact? Is it not a fact when you pick up a bunch of vacant titles? When you pick up a bunch of vacant titles and you don't fight the champion that's defended his title on multiple occasions? What are you when you have a bunch of vacant titles and you have not beaten the champion that held those titles? What does that make you guys? What does that make you? That makes you a paper champion by definition, doesn't it? Hey, when Arturo Gatti fought Floyd Mayweather, what did Floyd Mayweather call him? When he picked up a vacant title, what did Floyd Mayweather? He called him a paper champion. Do y'all get upset at Floyd Mayweather? I'm sure you did. I know Larry Merchant was upset about it, but shit, what was he lying? Was he lying? So I mean, it is what it is, man. All those belts he got, man. Did he really beat championship caliber opposition? Only Vladimir Klitschko, and the belt was gifted to him. You know, the belt was gifted. Did Vladimir Klitschko hold any heavyweight titles prior to that Anthony Joshua fight? No, he didn't. He lost his belts. So I mean, the story remains the same. These guys want no parts of Deontay Wilder. The story remains the same every time. Every single time. So, you know, AJ's got he's got a funny thing of digging himself into holes and shit, man. Because the second these UK fans really get behind him on something, they just end up looking dumber and dumber. That man, you know, that man boxing, you know, it is what it is. It just is what it is, you know. So, AJ's out here talking about the fans won't dictate my career, you know. The fans clearly want one fight, AJ. They clearly want you to fight somebody, and that just happens to be the guy you're ducking, the guy you're dodging, the guy you don't want to pay, the guy who offered you $50 million in a mega fight that would have got you paid at least 10 million more than any fight you could do in the UK. Man, I've never heard of this kind of shit. I've never heard of guys taking millions less than they could just so they could fight in front of their fans. You guys really buy that shit, man? I gotta do a video on top 10 lies from Eddie Hearn, because I swear I can go off 10 straight lies Eddie Hearn's told. There's so many inconsistencies if you really follow this whole negotiations. There's so many inconsistencies. There's you can go way back to when Eddie Hearn quote unquote agreed to Wilder's terms. Remember that? Radio Raheem interviewing Eddie Hearn and say, hey Eddie Hearn, Wilder said he would take any offer as long as you take it in the rematch. Eddie Hearn had this big ass smile on his face. He's like, okay, we can do that. Fucking idiot. Did you offer him that? Absolutely not. They didn't offer him that. They said Wilder would take as low as 10% as long as Anthony Joshua was willing to take that in a rematch if he lost the first fight. Never happened, yeah? Didn't even offer him a percentage. Didn't even offer him a percentage. But it is what it is. I mean, it's pretty clear they don't want the fight. And we're gonna see how good AJ is when he steps in the ring against Povetkin, who may or may not be on some juice. You know, he may or may not be there. I personally think in 9 times out of 10, the VADA testing will catch fighters. So if this VADA testing is legit, they obviously don't want Povetkin to be on something when they do fight in the UK. They obviously don't want Povetkin to be on something. We obviously see AJ suddenly shrinking. The dude is shrinking in front of the world. No one wants to really ask him about that. Okay. Yeah, that would have been a great question. Have you been cutting weight, AJ? Ain't no one really want to ask about that one. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, shit, man. I bet you they're going to ask Canelo. I bet you if they have a press conference, someone's going to ask Canelo, have you been cutting weight? You're looking a bit small. I swear. They'll do it to Canelo, but will they do it to Triple G? Or, sorry, will they do it to Anthony Joshua? Man, the media is so fake these days. It's not even funny. There's a real problem with the boxing media these days, and I bring it up because that's been a hot topic. Okay, the boxing media, the failure of the boxing media to really come out here and ask real questions has been a problem, you know, for a very long time. It's been funny because when Floyd was on top, the media did not hesitate to ask him the tough questions. The media didn't hesitate. And yeah, they would make a big scene. They would get tons of views if Floyd threw him out, right? They would get tons of views. You saw Ellie Sekpak get into arguments with Floyd all the time. But they don't dare do that to Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, huh? They don't dare. Did you see what Anthony Joshua did after Big Baby Miller confronted him? You see how he ran back to the dressing room? Fucking ran away from Big Baby? Instead of really throw hands, make it a real deal situation, that dude ran back like a bitch to his dressing room, ran away from Big Baby Miller. And this is your king. This is your heavyweight champion of the world here. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. But that's the state of boxing, man. We got coward-ass champions out here that don't want to unify, that don't really want to be undisputed, but they claim that they do. Don't you hate that shit? Don't you hate that shit, man? They claim they want to be undisputed, but they don't make that happen. Unbelievable, yeah? Only in boxing. Only in boxing. But it is what it is, man. Is Anthony Joshua really afraid of Deontay Wilder? I ask you guys that question. You guys have heard his quotes? Check it out, man. There's an Associated Press article. It's titled, Anthony Joshua can't escape Deontay Wilder talks. And it's the truth, man. He'll never be able to escape. E-King Fight News. Let me know what you guys think. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we're out. Peace. And hit me up on Patreon. I'm gonna be starting a Venmo very soon. So hey, man, support the channel. Peace.